Oh, what the hell? I'll do a little part two. Um, yeah. So this is part two of what the fuck, what the hell. It's worth talking about just because Bella made a really stupid video. Fuck democracy, fuck listening to American politics. I just want to have fun, kind of, attitude. I don't even know if that's it. She doesn't take anything seriously. There's nothing constructive in discussing anything. There's no point in doing any of that. We should all just sit around and talk nonsense and babble. I mean, we should just do parodies of each other all day long, and that's all we should fucking do. I mean, it's just such a stupid, ignorant, silly criticism. The fact that Americans find American politics interesting when they have hugely important presidential elections, when the whole world looks like it's coming to an end, it's really idiotic to sit there and think that people might not be a little bit focused on that kind of shit. That they'd be a little distracted by it. I mean, it was just such a silly, stupid, idiotic video she made. I mean, it was just profoundly dumb. So that's enough said. I mean, what else? Nothing else needs to be said. So the other asshole is that Penn Jillette guy. He made a couple of videos. So one of them he's talking about his hair because his hair is gray, and what should he have? His hair straight because the woman who dyes his hair straightened his hair or whatever. Who the fuck cares, you dumb bastard? And then I guess he's just trying to be a real person. Tell those little intimacies just to pretend he's being a real person on YouTube. And then he does this thing, he did this rag on government spending, and how if people believe in government, they should give the government extra money. Look, the two choices are, the government or corporations. I'd rather give the government my money than give a corporation my money, because I know what the corporation's going to do with my money. It's going to buy a yacht for somebody with my goddamn money. At least the government, when they employ people, 99% of the people they employ, if they're not going to a private contractor, have to show up for work, and they have to do something. They're working people. They're not getting paid $1 million fucking dollars. So if my money's going to be wasted by one of those two forces, I'd rather it be wasted by government. And the only reason why government wastes money is because of the government union. So if you got rid of the fucking government union, the union employment, and you made public service real public service, okay, government wouldn't be the disgusting creature that it is. As a way of spending or fixing. And just look at it. I mean, the government doesn't do anything anymore. Okay, it's not government employees who, run the space shuttle or do any of this shit anymore. We hire private contractors, private corporations to do all that work. So it's that evil free fucking market spending that is where the real waste is. And what else? So then he did something. Oh yeah, then it was some dopey. It was McCain against science because it was anti-government spending, on a planetarium. And I don't have any problem with the government providing some money to, like, ballet or art or planetariums or other kinds of little science. They shouldn't fully fund them, and they should give, like, seed money and maybe even loan money to create a non-profit foundation and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, some things are going to have to be subsidized in the world, or they're not going to be created. That's just a fact of life. And, parks and planetariums and that gardens. I mean, yeah, some of that stuff is good for human beings, I think. So, I mean, that little bit of spending doesn't horrify me. I mean, you're talking small case billions compared to the preposterous trillions that we waste on wars and bailing out bankers and shit. So, relative to other spending, yeah, it's no horror there, Mr. Penn, you dumb fuck. Oh yeah, then he used the old line too. I like to give my money charity. I should, charity. We know charity failed. That's why government had to step in. Charity had people eating cat food, people eating out of dumpsters. We know charity doesn't fucking work. Okay, some things you have to do because you have to take responsibility for the circumstance. I mean, the widow, with the two children sitting out in the snow, charity didn't take care of the fucking problem, so government had to step in and do the right thing. And there's just some of these it's just idiotic to go back to some world where, you know, it's, people will live and die based on the empathy of the the people riding around in their gold-plated coaches. I mean, it's just bullshit to let the aristros decide who shall live and die. Fuck that shit. So that's enough. Small little part 2 onto the what the fuck happenings in the YouTube atheist community. Thank you very much.